Trimble's been kind of at this intersection of physical and digital, I think, for many years. 45-ish year history as a company, but again, really started in the hardware space and still operates in that space and still does well in that space. But, the mission moving forward is to really be at the forefront of the sort of digital environment. And so I think, I was pleasantly surprised, I'd say, at some of the strategy and initiatives in motion. I mean, there's a lot of investment being made at Trimble across all of Trimble for to invest into a platform strategy, invest into capabilities that ultimately are initially focused on the types of things that are near and dear to my heart, right? Integration, connectivity capabilities, think APIs, marketplace concepts, those types of initiatives. That type of strategy is really well understood, I'd say, and really well enforced at Trimble, and is really being invested into at a level that I wasn't expecting as we walked in the door. So I think those things are really positive. And ultimately, when you look at the breadth of Trimble's solution and construction, we have a pretty impressive portfolio, which is probably another surprise. I know the big names. We all know the big names, right? But when you really get into the different product lines, and I'm like, oh, we own that. Oh, we own that. Oh, like I didn't know we had that, right? And so there's just all of this power that can be unlocked as we continue to sort of evolve the storytelling, evolve the way that these systems connect with one another. And so, my team will play a big role in that by just helping these different products get integrated, have a more seamless workflow capability established inside of those products and across those products, so that the experience of using them really helps the business understand how to operate more effectively.
I love it. It's a natural progression, right? To get from, acquiring and having a lot of those. And sometimes I guarantee you some of them were misfit toys sitting around,
Yeah,
but they were acquired with an idea and they just needed something and you go, oh, I didn't know I have that. Oh, well, I have that and I have
mhm,
this. And now I have these guys that integrate these things.
that's right.
Let's do that. And I've seen a big bridge and needed, and this is like Trimble connect physical, virtual software, connect that world more seamlessly. So it's positioned well to do that. Nathan?
I mean, it's interesting for me, just coming full circle because the first software that I started in AEC was Tekla, a structural modeling software that I think was acquired by Trimble in, I
Yep.
want to say 2011. And I was, enamored at the potential for possibilities because again, I saw this future of interconnected digital and kind of, I think Trimble and all of us learned the hard way how hard that is to do when a hardware company buys a software company. And I think we have
Right.
to give quite a bit of credit to Chris Pepler and what he's done to really kind of come in and
Mhm.
honestly bash some heads probably and create some of that cultural clashing to recognize that the way that software thinks about the world is different than the way the hardware thinks about the world, and we have
Mhm.
to find kind of that middle ground. And I think when you talk about culture fit, it's probably more like the Chris's team and everything that's developed out of there that is that culture fit. And Jeff, we'll have to have him on just to have a whole conversation of like change management within these larger organizations and these tougher conversations that have to happen. But no, it's exciting to me just to see what's happened to date and that things are moving generally in the right direction from what was expected. So kudos.